Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're ranking the best shooting guards in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM, specifically the top 10 here on this list. Before we hop into it, if y'all haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. Uploading every single day, multiple videos daily. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Not waste any time. At number 10, we have Ray Allen, the brand new... Ray Allen, the brand new Knockdown Knights opal that came out just yesterday as I record this video. He is honestly, on paper, he's very solid. He's an exceptional shooter. I don't feel like his jumper's quite as good as I thought it was, though. I mean, it's better this year, but it's also like a little inconsistent with the stick is what I noticed. Solid slasher, does have half posterizer. Defensively, he's not bad, but he's not an unbelievably elite defender. His movement isn't great, doesn't have a great escape, dribble style behind the back, none of that. Overall, he's fine, not special at its shooting guard position. He doesn't do anything like incredibly overly well. I think number 10 is actually the right spot for him, which puts him below a guy like Christie, who I really like. I think this card doesn't quite give you the shooting Ray does, but he's got a smooth jumper in his own right, an 88 3 ball. Add a couple shooting badges to him. What he really provides that I value is an elite fade. He's got that Pro 2 fade, and he's got elite level defense as well. So really does have the ability to hit a fade, to defend at a super high level. He's not quite the slasher that Ray is. He's not quite the shooter that Ray is, but he's much better all the way around defensively, has some really important Hall of Fame badges. I really do like this Christie card a lot, and I think he's an incredible budget shooting guard option at number 9. Number 8 is going to be Galaxy Opal Anthony Edwards. Ant-Man is honestly, in my opinion, not bad, not great. He is an elite slasher. He does have a decent but not great jump shot. He SIGs wise, I mean, he's got Kimba escape, I believe, but outside of that Kimba escape, the rest of his SIGs aren't amazing. He's really good athletically. He's solid defensively, obviously incredible slasher, and does have good shooting badges with a pretty decent jump shot. He is not at all a bad card, but he's also not what I would consider like a top tier elite card either. I think he's decent, not incredible. At this point, I feel like putting him number 8 is probably the right spot for Anthony Edwards. And yes, I'm putting Diamond Danny Green over Galaxy Opal Anthony Edwards, who I think was the better shooting guard from the Aura set, and I am not joking at all. The reason that I like Danny Green so much is I know he's not nearly the slasher that Anthony Edwards is, but he's actually better as a shooter. Faster release, higher 3-ball, better shooting badges. Also, defensively, he's better. Better stats, better badges. He's a better defender than Ant is too. The only thing Ant does noticeably better is he's faster, and he's a better finisher. But Danny Green is also better dribble style, same escape, just as good movement-wise once you add handles for days and lightning launch as Anthony Edwards is. So there's not a huge difference between these two cards. Ant's biggest strength is his slashing, whereas Danny's a better defender and a better shooter. I'd rather have that personally at the shooting guard position. I understand the argument for Anthony Edwards being better. Me personally, I think Anthony Edwards is probably a very mediocre opal. Him and Ray Allen both. Danny Green, to me, even though he's only a diamond, is better than both. Number 6, Scottie Pippen. No shot creation really to be seen, but he does have an elite fade, an elite jump shot, elite slashing, and elite defense. So he gives you everything but SIGs. Great slasher with a 90 driving dunk, off posterizer. Offset shot specialist, 88 3-ball, add limitless range, shifty shooter. He's got everything he needs shooting wise. He's got a really good jump shot. Defensively, he is obviously absolutely elite, incredible stats and incredible badges. Just guards his absolute butt off. And like I said, great fade, great jump shot, all that type of stuff. He is as good as any shooting guard in my team. Really do. I am really pretty high on him, to be totally honest. I think he's a very, very good card, and I have no issues whatsoever with him being this high on this list. Although I don't think I could go any higher with Scottie than I do now at this point because of the limitations when it comes to shot creation. Number 5, Eddie Jones from the brand new Abracadabra set. Really good card. I think his jumper's really fast, which is a big W to start with. He's a great slasher and a great shooter and a great playmaker and a great defender. Kind of does everything well. I know the interior and strength are low. That's annoying, but it's not a deal breaker. And he does have an 85 driving dunk, half posterizer, still similar finishing wise as Scottie. Better shot creator than Scottie. He's got a better escape, better dribble style, really good fade as well. Has that Pro 2 again, and then Jared Allen base, Brand Forbes upper, like really good jump shot, fade, all that type of stuff. All just defensively, he's really, really good on the perimeter. He's better on the interior than you think. He comes with a movable base. You add paint patroller. Post lockdown brick wall, he's still fine in there. He's not missing any important badges. Just a really complete, really good card who is decently affordable shooting guard. Definitely the best shooting guard left on this list for his price anyway, for sure. Really, really good card at number 5. Number 4 is going to be Paul George, PG-13. Paul George is 6'8" at shooting guard with unbelievably complete stats and badges. Really has no real flaws besides, again, not being the best shot creator, but he does give you more shot creation than a guy like Pippen does. He's fast, he's an elite shooter, he's an elite slasher, and he's an incredibly versatile defender with 90+ across the board. Great Hall of Fame badges as well. This card came out early November. He's really? No, he didn't. He came out before that. That must have been when he was added to 2KDB, because he definitely came out before that. Card came out in October, early in October, and is still right there with the best shooting guards in the game. Unbelievably elite card who does everything well. Fast jump shot, good escape. Really good card. Still think he's fourth, though, at this point, because there's a couple guys who have dropped recently who I think are slightly better. One of those being Vince Carter, also from last weekend's Abracadabra set. Vince has a better fade than Paul George does, and I know he's not quite the defender, but I do think he's a little better offensively overall. Slightly better offensive badges, probably. Like I said, he's just as good of a slasher as PG is, and I like his fade better. I know he's not quite as good defensively, but he's still really good on the defensive end of the court. Another guy who's not really missing any important badges, brick wall, movable enforcer, bailout, mini marksman. He's got every single important badge, and he is good, fast jump shot, decent movement, decent escape, not a horrible behind the back. Again, fade is really, really good. Just does everything you want a shooting guard to do at a very high level. Really no significant flaws with Vince Carter, and I do think he's right there among the best of the best. Ron Artest, to me, is similar to Paul George in that he is a little bit more of that defensively slanted shooting guard, but the thing that he provides that Paul George doesn't, I believe, is a little bit better movement. Defensively, first of all, he's just exceptional. Incredible stats and incredible badges, of course, including multiple Hall of Fame interior badges, not just perimeter stuff. He's an elite athlete in his own right with a 90 driving dunk. Does still need like Deadeye, Limitless, Shifty Shooter added in terms of shooting badges, but he's got the Pro 2 fade, so that's number one. His release is elite, so that's number two. His escape isn't bad. His dribble style is decent. His behind the back isn't bad either. He's not like a bad playmaker. He's got a great fade. He's an elite defender, best defensive shooting guard in the game, in my opinion. And he's a very good slasher as well. Look, I get that a lot of these guys are very close. Artest, Ron, and Vince, Artest, Vince, and Paul George. Those three I feel like could be flipped in order if you wanted to between the three. But I think Ron Artest is my favorite of the three because of how elite he is defensively and the fact that I like his shot creation more than I like Paul George's. So putting him at number two. Number one is going to be that man, Dr. J, Julius Erving. This should come as no surprise to anybody. Definitely the best shooting guard in the game. The thing that he does that nobody else at the shooting guard position does at an incredibly elite level is shot create. He is, in his own right, an elite defender, 93 strength as well, with 86 interior, 85 block, 90+ perimeter and steal, 98 driving dunk, 89 three ball, elite fast jump shot, John Wall base, Rudy Gay upper. It's like a faster version, basically, of Ron Artest's jumper. That Rudy upper is incredible, and John Wall's base is one of the fastest bases in my team. Has a good escape. KD's escape is nice. Has an elite behind the back, which is Kawhi's behind the back. And that's something that nobody else at the shooting guard position has, is that elite level behind the back to create space as well. He is an absolute dog of a card. Exceptional slasher, like Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Vince Carter type slasher, but exceptional shooter as well, right there with the best shooters on this list, and exceptional shot creator, by far the best shot creator on the list. He is the most complete and the best shooting guard in my team right now, does everything well, and will probably play on a lot of people's teams for a very long time. This is this year's Pink Diamond Kobe. He will be on teams into freaking March, and for good reason. He is an incredible card. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.